fucking
So
wet.
welcome and thank you for joining once again to the Broskiedoodles. Today we have a few guests available. We're having our little 50 episode, party. 50 years in the making, and we got our resident DJ BJ, who sometimes
the
visits
mix.
us from the future,
Oh,
and obviously Steve, the co-host. My half orange in this, if you were like to sort of put like, it's like we would put same part semen on a sample to like get like impregnate a horse or some shit. Like it would be equal parts. I mean, the example went a bit far, but I just want to show how connected we are. If we were to impregnate a horse, we would put in equal DNA.
Every day Sunday.
Every day on Sunday we send each other samples, right? That's what happens.
Yeah.
And I also
It's a
want to
cross-reference.
introduce my longtime friend and also your friend. You guys know him all as Cisco, and we're doing not only is it a podcast, but we're doing our quadcast here today. So that's going to be a first, especially on the 50th episode. I'm pretty proud of it. Cisco, why don't you say a little jingle or something?
Oh no, don't put me on the spot. What's up, man? Francisco.
Would you like long walks on the beach?
Yes, to the beach, to the fridge. They're great.
Okay. That's all you'll hear from him today, I promise.
All right, the quadcast.
The quadcast.
I was expecting Cisco to have
All right.
platinum blonde hair.
No, but he's got a couple of thong song records that he's signing for autographs here.
Oof.
All right.
So,
Well,
Kiko,
that's pretty cute.
You're bringing us the fun today. What do you got going?
Well, I got some stuff I wanted to talk about. Given that Steve is a resident zoologist and he always has, pretty great stories and also outlooks on animal behavior. Given that he's had so much experience. Last year he was in the in the vast jungles of Africa, and he was studying different animals. And I wanted to show him some things and get his opinion. But also, DJ BJ, you that come from the future, you might also give us a bit of insight into this. Yeah. So obviously, this is gonna be seen by our viewers by the magic of post production. But I'm sending you guys a link that you could, that you can use and open it yourselves. And the news title is Australia really seeing more shark attacks? And I'm going to give you a little bit of the summary, but it says there have been 7 fatal shark attacks in Australia this year. And the alert about the latest shark attack came last Friday. A surfer was missing, his board dragged from the waves bearing bite marks. And, the guy was 52. But what they have seen is that not since 1929, when there were 9 fatalities, have there been so many in 1 year. And the question is there something in the water? Is 2020 an anomaly? Do you think, I started thinking, could this maybe have to do with Corona and there being less human activity? Maybe has, incentivized sharks to go out there and do the thing. So, what do you guys think of that? All right. Well, don't go at it all at once because it's
Well, as the resident zoologist, I'm actually just taking a look at some of these graphs that you're talking about here. It's funny
Okay.
that you say, because zoologists you have to come correct with the numbers here. So, it is staggering to see that only. I don't know. It says out of 7 attacks, only 1 was provoked. So that means that 6 were unprovoked this year. But I would say, for the top number being 7, and for me, the highest other year was, what was it, 5.5 attacks? I don't even know how that's possible. 5.5 attacks.
well, obviously that's an average.
Oh,
Okay.
it's an average.
Yeah, that
okay.
doesn't mean like
so
one
there
of
was
them
an
was a
average
little
that year?
person.
What does that even mean? Like one? How is it an average?
5.5.
Well, it's an average because, like, if you grab the amount of people that have been killed in the last 10 years and you divide it by 10, that gives you an average.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay,
necessarily
so
mean that
you're
you're grabbing
mathematician.
somebody that's, half the man that you are.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems like you're speaking from experience. So, I don't know.
No,
I mean, I think,
I'm a
I think,
mathematician.
I think it's there's more activity. I believe because there's not as many people out on the waves, right? Not enough surfers out here, dude, to scare off all the sharks. That's my guess. That would be my guess. I don't know if that's true.
Also,
or
you
not.
actually think, well, you're saying there's less people surfing, so the sharks feel like there's nobody to scare them away. So the surfers actually don't attract them, but would deter them.
Surfers, well, maybe not too much surfers because they're more like seals, but let's say boats, oil rigs, like real production happening, right? Like it kind of like steers them away, I think. But I could be wrong. I mean, that's not when we see videos, we see sharks around too. But I don't know. I don't know how exactly they fuck with the population. So, but that would be my guess. I don't know. DJ, BJ, what do you think?
Seeing as I come from the future where sharks are now extinct.
Okay.
No. Basically, I feel I'm more inclined to what Steve was saying, that less boat population out in the ocean kind of like opens their playground. Like it opens up the area that they can actually go to, not just focusing on the fish that are in that area, but also just traveling to different areas where they used to not be able to explore because of human beings being there and them possibly being a threat to them.
Okay. Do you think, like, because you know how they say, like, oh, this corona, the humans really are the virus. Like, in Venice after whatever time.
Those people who say that shit, I can't believe it.
Yeah. It's like,
like
after
Me
the.
last episode.
So that sounds like the Matrix, Mr. Anderson. You guys are
Yeah,
the virus.
but like,
Guys are the
you know what I'm
virus.
talking about? Like, people are dying, and like, no, not the animals, and then like Venice is now clear water. You have mermaids and shit, like, But then also you have more shark attacks. I don't see that as a positive. Like, we need to let them know what who the fuck runs this shit, and like. There's this place in like by Madagascar. It's a French island called Reunion Island, and they have an issue with sharks. And there's a group of people that want to sort of kill them, and there's another group that doesn't want to kill them, and like they sort of clash because there's a confrontation. But I thought that this topic was pretty interesting because it does show that there's things that could be changing and behaving differently because humans are not out there as much. Like I heard, like in certain countries, like you could see like monkeys in the city and shit, like because they just felt like, oh, if no one's there, we're just gonna like populate it. You seen? I don't know if you've seen those news, but yeah, I thought that was like an interesting topic. Wanted to see if you guys thought that it could have something to do with the whole corona thing.
Cisco, what's your take on it?
Well, my understanding was that Australia was a hotspot for sharks. So, being that there are elevated number, like I didn't really think it was a big deal. But then again, looking at the graphs of the previous years, I thought there was a. I mean, it is strange, and I also understood that the South African tip was also a big hotspot for shark attacks. So. I mean, I don't understand. Like, I don't think Corona has much to deal with it. But at the same time, like, sharks are sharks. They're built to do what they do, and nature's not pretty sometimes.
Did you guys know that sharks can't see, or not? They don't see very well at all. It's actually more off of their smell. Yeah, like they don't see very well.
Tell that to the guys in Australia.
Yeah, no. It's so like for instance, there. It's funny. I'll try to see if I can find the link to the video that I saw. But there's a scuba diver who it's a video that's currently going viral. It's a scuba diver that's diving and somebody's videotaping him from behind, and he turns around, I guess, to check in on his buddy, and a fucking what seems to be like a great white, or I'm not I'm not gonna call out the species, but because as much as
You
I
don't
say
know what
I'm a
they
zoologist,
identify
I don't
as.
fucking know what it is. Yeah, exactly. I don't wanna call it something that it doesn't identify with, but.
Why you gotta bring the red one?
So
You don't assume it's race.
But anyways, it just bumps his head with his mouth.
Yeah,
So
you don't want to be like the great white shark.
right,
Doesn't
like
really roll-
the
doesn't
somewhat
roll right off the
average,
tongue.
the somewhat average white, Caucasian shark.
Yeah, more like trailer park living white shark. Like, no, maybe not.
The northern
not
Anglo
rub it in the nose.
shark.
The what?
The northern Anglo shark.
The average Joe white shark.
Oh, yeah, got it.
What?
No,
One's
we're
it.
just playing.
One's
with
a
our-
load.
We're just playing with a, yeah. We
Make
we're-
America
we're-
the great
this is,
white
like I said,
shark
the
again.
first. Exactly. I'm gonna get a like a light blue hat with like a little fucking fin tail coming out the back and like I'm running for shark president.
It's like
Speaking
blue
of-
fins matter. God
On
damn.
the way here, I think
God
Tamiami
damn.
Park. I saw like there's quite a backup. There's a Tamiami Park. Like there, it looks like they're having like a Trump rally there. I saw all the pickups with American flags and the Trump flags, Trump pants, 2020.
That was today. They had like a little
On
rally.
the way here, yeah, like maybe an hour ago.
Well, Sunday, sunny out there.
I love
What's what's better than going to a nice Trump rally? God
it. Trump
damn it.
rally, yeah, exactly.
No, but
How the fuck do you
I
party, goddamn it.
saw another thing.
Bring the handles.
I saw the handle. God damn it.
It's
There
definitely
was
America.
another article. I'm sending it to you. But one last thing on the shark attacks. They said that one of the attacks was provoked. So, I mean, I don't want to read it just yet. But what do you think? So, guys, isn't it crazy that you look at this graph and he tells you that out of all the shark attacks, one of them was provoked? And I mean, I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of what that means scientifically, but how does that make you feel?
Well, I mean that could mean many things. Like when you say provoke, that's very. I mean, you could say like somebody was fishing and they kind of chummed the waters and they brought the sharks there. It could also mean that they were kind of like poking the shark, like kind of pulling its tail. It could mean anything in between. Because I guess provoking, it could be in a sense just chumming the waters trying to bring out the fish, and there come sharks along,
I saw it more like they were like talking the shitness. Like they were talking the empire of shit. Like the shark was coming about, and they were like, "Oh, look at this pussy ass shark!" Like
Because
provoking
the
him.
man may have attracted the shark through fishing activity. Okay, yeah, so chumming the waters, possibly.
Yeah, and spearfishing. It says here one of the 7 deaths this year involved a man who was spearfishing. off of
Would you say
Fraser
if you are a
Island.
shark and somebody's spearfishing in your vicinity, you would consider that as like being tried?
Like if you're territorial, perhaps, right? No.
Are you territorial?
No, I'm not. I'm not anything territorial.
He likes to share. No, but what were you
Hey,
saying? If I was,
it's cool, guys.
If I was a shark, am I territorial for this dude's spearfishing?
I'm asking, like, if
No,
somebody's
I mean, for
spearfishing,
me,
would you
it's
see that
like-
as a try?
No, actually, I'd be like, if that's like me walking past a fucking Aunt Annie's and they're coming hot and fresh out the oven, I'd be like, let me get a bite of that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Let me-
how I
let me
feel.
get a
That's how I
bit
think they feel.
So I kind of see like if you were passing by the Anis and then they put like the hot tray of the fresh thing
Okay.
just out there, like as a shark you can totally take down this human who has the food that you want to eat. What, I'm
Right.
gonna bully him into like getting my next meal, and I have a shark. I don't know anything about rules, laws. This is the law of the water. This is
So
the-
would that be a provocation?
Yes,
Like-
yes, but like.
Are we
sharks
talking
don't
about
know any
the?
better. Sharks
Are we
don't know
talking
any
about
better.
the sugarish Aunt Annie's, or are we talking about the salty one that you put the mustard on, like a savage?
I don't know. I've never been. I've just passed and walked
You
by
never
them.
been? What the
Sugary,
fuck?
sugary all the
The
fucking
sugary one, right?
Or
Okay,
that
now
one
we
you said.
What,
okay.
what about like if you're passing by a Krispy Kreme and you see that light turn on?
Okay.
Pull over.
Oh boy!
Provoked. Consider myself
Provoked.
provoked.
Hey,
Immediately
dude.
provoked.
Hey, dude. Are you attending there like a fucking pawn shop?
I'm getting a call from the president.
Dude, straight up,
From the future.
this guy,
It's my future
has
phone.
the background
BJ,
and the
we need you
chair
at Tamiami Park right now.
of a shady, like a shady lawyer, like a really bad lawyer in Hialeah.
Better
Yo
call
quiero
Paul.
ser tu abogado.
Te has caído en casa de tus amigos. Yo, isn't that fucked up? Talk about provocation. It's like, have you ever fell in your friend's house? Well, let's fuck him over. Have you had friends that invite you over for Thanksgiving, pay for all the food and the drinks, and then you slip and fall? Well, fuck him. Yo quiero ser tu abogado. Fucking, like, imagine calling Steven like, hey, dude, yeah, you're gonna get a letter, and yeah, just lawyer up. Like, what do you mean, Kiko? Remember the barbecue last Sunday, bro? Remember that?
Yeah,
Remember when I fell and you all laughed at me? Motherfucker, I'm suing.
Fuck you.
Have you felt like
Provoked.
your friend's house? Do you wonder what it would be like to take like food out of his children's mouths? Call me.
Call me. Yo quiero ser tu abogado. All right, well,
boy.
enough
Got
of
a
the
guy
sharks.
like DJ BJ on the other line.
That's who was calling.
Welcome to West.
That fuck boy.
Wechetela.
Wechetela.
All right, look. So listen up. I'm going to now show. There's another link. It's on the squad here on the homies, and it also has to do with like, I don't know if it's Corona, but it is like a nature good feeling. Well, not that the last one was a good feeling story, you know, of sharks chumming up the waters, but it says Bridge of Hope for world's rarest primate. So there's this type of monkey in China. They're called the gibbons. It's not like their last name. That's just like how they're called, the gibbons. And
Yeah, it's just a given.
yeah, that's a given, but yeah, the gibbons. So they live in the forest of a China's Hainan Island. So it's an island that's called Hainan. And dude, it's crazy. There's only like 30 of them left. Like they're the species of monkey that are like closest to extinction.
That's like a classroom of kids. 30
Yeah, it's
kids.
like a classroom. That's a packed classroom in Miami-Dade County. Actually,
Can I
no,
just say that this gibbon looks like fucking Robin Williams from Jumanji?
God damn it.
Hey, dude, it looks like the kid. It looks like the kid when he turns into a monkey in Jumanji.
Yes, that's the one. That's what I was saying. Like it was.
Dude, that's for real. Jumanji, dog. Well, one thing I'm showing a picture now to the listeners. Dude, these monkeys are so like, dude, they look so like weird, right? Like straight up humans. They look like little humans.
Yeah.
All right, they don't. Fuck it then.
No, they do. They do. I mean, this one's over here. This one's over here doing a straight cornrows on the other one.
Yeah.
This
And they
one
have
over
like,
here
if
is
you look
me
at
mugging.
the third picture down, one of them has like this little sad face. Like, it's just weird, man. You know.
Yeah, no. That
It reminds me a little of Dobby.
We all know that monkeys are basically, uncivilized humans, right? I mean, for the love of God, we've seen videos of them on iPads. Did you see the one? Speaking of primates, did you see? Dude, I gotta talk to you about this. All right, so one of the people in some zoo threw a cigarette into the exhibition of, I think, I'm trying to remember the primate species. It's the big one. It's the orangutan.
Gorilla.
The orangutan. No, the orangutan. They're like the big orangey.
Silverback. Oh no.
The big orangey ones, right? And kind of like this, but like much bigger. And dude threw a cigarette in, and Buddy just kept smoking the cigarette. The fucking orangutan. Oh,
This
my goddamn
motherfucker.
You
All right.
get 'em, like, rolling
Yo,
down the
BJ,
seat.
was that
Wow,
provoked
bro.
again?
That was deliberately provoking you guys. I don't know. I don't know. It just said network disconnected. I don't know what the fuck. It just. I didn't press anything. It just. Like you guys first, you guys froze, and then it just went blank.
All right, you're being a fuck nut. All right, so check it. So, cause you're saying right, like this monkey started smoking it.
Yeah.
What if you just straight up just like threw up a joint in there? Like he.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
I'm not
saying.
saying do this.
So people are
Saying.
saying. So people are saying that that oh my god, how can he just fucking like it? And you see both sides of the coin in the comments, right? So it's a YouTube video. I'm gonna try to find it right now. But basically, the guy, people are saying, "Oh, you know, how are you gonna? How can you do that to the animal? You're gonna kill him." And the other people are like, "Dude, he's enslaved for the rest of his life. Let him fucking burn one and shut the fuck up." And I'm like, you know, so yeah,
That's
so
fucked up though, right? But I mean, I guess like if you're gonna keep him, you know, at least give him the vices, you know, throw him a couple whores, you know, a few times a month.
Here it is. I'm gonna send.
Like a monkey
it
whore?
to you.
Like a monkey whore or like a human whore that, you know, is down for the adventure, you know. I mean, if the money's right, the money's right, you know.
God damn it.
If the money's right, the money's right. God damn it! All right, so I'm showing the video now.
Did you see the video that I just sent you?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. So this is the
buddy
guy
right
who's gonna
here,
throw it.
Buddy, oh, it's not a worker. It's some rando.
Oh, he threw it. Oh, but he did it on purpose.
Okay, so, you know.
Yeah, and then the monkey picked it up.
Orangutan.
Yeah, that's an orangutan.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Straight up, you're smoking it, no love.
No, full love, dog. He's like full love for
Oh
the cigarette.
shit!
Here
He
you
straight
go.
up.
Smoke that.
And he's like holding it with the hands and everything.
You know what? It seems like
He's ashing it. He ashed it.
It seems like this isn't his first rodeo, if I could be honest with you.
Yeah, this motherfucker is
My nigga is shit.
he knows how to ash it. He's ashing it, dude. No love, dude. That's a gangster ass orangutan. I'm telling you.
God damn.
And he's enjoying it. He's like, "What's up, dog?"
Yeah, exactly. So anyways,
right.
whatever. They're smart as hell. So then back to this this link that you sent originally. So
The
you're saying
Gibbons.
that the Gibbons. Did they build this bridge? Was it built for them? Can you give me
No.
a
So what happened is there was a landslide, and he sort of like took down a bunch of trees, and he left like the jungle with a hole. So they couldn't really get to the other side. So then the government or the people, they put like some rope. And if you can see on the link, they literally just go from one side to the other through the rope. And as soon as they put the ropes, like these guys were on it, like they knew what was good. And I found it crazy, dude. These are like the most endangered species of monkeys or primates. Yeah. They're the world's rarest primate. There's only about 30 of them left. So that's crazy, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean that's all cool. That's cool. I think that stuff like this should definitely just be like a preserve, right? Like how we have the is it a Black Panther preserve that down here in the Florida, or is it like or just regular panthers, whatever it is, where we just kind of give them a habitat to live, and that's kind of a nice thing for them to reproduce. And if they don't survive on their own, then I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? That's on them.
You're fine with that. I think that's like, you don't have to state that. Like, you could just leave that out. You're like, but if they die and they don't make it, then fuck it. You know, like maybe we didn't need them.
Species to survive anyways.
That's what it is.
Anyways, but let me ask you. So let's say you have 30. How would you go about helping them reproduce? In my mind, I don't know. I would kind of separate 15 and 15. Let's say they're exactly 30, and have them like kind of mate against themselves, and then have the other group do the same, and probably later bring them on together.
I mean, the
What do you
first thing
think?
I would do is I would eliminate funding on Planned Parenthood. I mean, that would be the first move to get this. I don't want these monkeys getting abortions and fucking up the system. Other thing, I would set up a little speed dating ring. Get these monkeys, conversating.
Put a pack of cigarettes at every table.
Like what section of the Gibbons you're from? Oh no, I'm from the, whatever. The Chinese part.
Do we throw in alcohol into the mix?
Hey, dude, throw a little joints and a few alcohol. You have this Gibbons
on every table.
Having you have these Gibbons doing Gibbons, real quick.
First rounds on the house.
Yeah,
You feel me?
You got a drink ticket.
But,
Everybody gets a drink ticket.
But I had another thing I wanted to show you guys, and given that we're like in this sexual, homoerotic sort of feeling at the moment. When I say glory hole, what comes to mind right away?
A lot of wetness, a lot of sticky stuff.
I don't know. I got scared. I think herpes immediately.
Okay, because I want to show you. Just give me 1 second. I want to show you some.
Oh my god, you're gonna show me your glory hole?
I've seen this. I've seen it in just a picture, but this looks very familiar. So it's, yeah. I mean, glory hole for those, I don't know.
Where is
At this point, 13 and above, everybody knows what a fucking glory hole is. But
All right, so glory holes. I want to show you guys this crazy shit. So I'm sending you the link. All right. So here's a link, and watch it with me. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but it's just we can start it off at minute 20, 20 seconds, and let me know once you're ready to click play.
go ahead.
And make sure that you open a new tab, John.
Shut up, all right?
And Steven. Okay, I'll say it to both of you.
to the general population.
Yeah, general population. Anyone else that works in this podcast.
To all who may concern.
Wait, are y'all getting paid for this?
To all those that finger a fucking tab, me included.
All right, are you all on 20 seconds?
Yeah, go.
20,
All right, 1,
20 seconds.
2, 3. So this is the real glory hole.
This is
As you can see,
Damn.
there's penetration coming through.
oof.
At large pressure. I mean,
Large pressure.
and
He's the one. Oh, he's the guy in the. Oh my god.
so you can see the little birdie.
The Spotify listeners, Apple Podcast listeners are like, what the fuck? No, actually,
So,
it's a dam. So just to get like super descriptive here.
Technical.
We're watching a dam, a drone video, and basically what they also call a spillway. By the way, I know they call it a glory hole for clickbait, but basically,
What do you see that on the same video?
No, so I've seen this before. I've read about him, but the pictures that I've seen did not show the dam. But now this makes a little bit more sense because
Right,
basically there's a
All right, but don't. Okay, leave it at that, because I wanted to sort of see. Because when I saw this shit, part of me wanted to find a logical answer, but part of me was like, "Yo, is this some real like shit?" Like, John, what do you think this is?
I mean, without doing any research or just seeing the video first now,
This Lord Kontuku.
This looks to me like, you know how in the tubs or in the sinks, that there's like a little hole on the side, so that when the water builds up to a certain level, as opposed to overflowing, it goes down like a separate way.
Okay, so John, so what you're telling me is that this thing is just like a large tub for you. This is what it is for you. It's just a large. It's a large tub, bro. That has a hole in the bottom, with a little thing that you take off, and then it goes like that. Like that's for you. That's what it is. You think people just like do these things like in like large scale, and.
I mean, obviously, there has to be some sort of environmental or like some sort of energy thing related to it.
All right, play the next video that I just put. Play the next video, BJ, which is gonna show what this is.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Uh,
And I'm gonna play it as well on for the guys. But this is in Lake Berryessa. Are you playing the video?
yeah. June 12th, 2016.
Right. So, well, clearly, what you were saying is correct.
Asshole.
It is like
a giant tub.
It's a giant tub with a fucking drain hole. But dude, it's cool as fuck, man. Like, you know, when you look at it this way, you're like, oh, okay. But it really is just like, it's like a pipe. But it's not really. It's concrete, but it goes down and then it falls on the water downstream to avoid floodings. But for a minute, I wanted to think of it like as like a, I don't know, extraterrestrial or like, you know.
Yeah.
Am I watching the right video? Did a duck just fly right into the spillway?
Yeah, that was the first video we saw.
Oh, that was the first video. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I didn't. So if you were watching the second one that we're watching now, then that's why you would have given away the secrets.
Yeah, I mean, at first it almost looks like a sinkhole, almost.
Why didn't y'all mention the bird swallowed? I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes no sense.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get to that too, because you know, I wanted you to bring it up because you are the animal guy.
Yeah,
What do you
this
think?
is inhumane. What the fuck?
Well, apparently we don't have proof, but we don't have doubts either. The guy on the interview said that he saw the bird come out the other side. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying that's not an easy fall. I'm just saying.
But I mean, if you're riding the wave, are you really falling, or you just like?
Yeah, but eventually doesn't it, like, you hit something, right? You gotta hit concrete.
More importantly, let me ask you, where's this head to? Because this is very, it's great to look at. I love looking at this.
Glory holes? No, I get you. I mean, it's.
But we're all right.
No, go.
What's coming out the other side of the glory hole?
Little bully you.
Yeah, where's the
Come on,
So
look,
where does
on the
this glory
second
hole take you?
look at it on the last
Kiko's
video I
mom.
sent you, Steven.
Oh.
What of those?
said
No,
it.
actually, on the first one where the bird gets swallowed.
Yeah.
If you go towards around the middle, it shows go to 1 minute 1:04. It shows you where the drain goes down, and it's like sort of it tags along the dam.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
And
there's a-
that guy said that the bird came out of there. I mean,
Okay, so
he-
there's like
I
a
mean, I'm pretty sure it
bypass.
came
There's like
out,
a
but I don't know if
little-
alive.
like a little artery to like for an outflow. That's interesting. Okay.
So do you think it's? I mean, inhumane. I mean, the bird made its choice. You know.
No, dude, this looks like me coming out of fucking the tornado of doom in fucking Rapids Water Park. It's fine. It's fine.
Basically.
Yeah, no, it looks fine.
It's a water
It looks
park.
fine, yeah. I mean, and believe me, we're making a big deal about this one bird, but I guarantee you, fucking everything flows through this bitch. Everything. And also, by the way, you saw actually in this video, if you're watching or if you ever get a chance, ducks go underwater for quite a bit of time to hunt their prey. So they're fine. I mean, honestly, as a resident zoologist, I approve this message.
You approve?
I approve glory holes.
I guess the concern would be the speed at which the water is falling, if anything, because other than that, it's a big tube.
You saying like it would like you shouldn't get hurt?
I don't know about that.
When you look at other pictures, if you type in spillway, because that's what it is, it directs water, excess water through. Like a dam is supposed to take on a lot of water, but when there's an excess of water, the spillway, or in this case, glory hole, takes the water around and through another track. That track, you know, when you look at them, when you type in spillway, you actually start to see the different ways that they make them, and it looks like a concrete slide. Yeah, it looks like a slide.
Okay, so if the money was put right by the Broskiedoodles and Broskiedoodles, and we were able to, get this funding going, DJ BJ, would you be down to put a suit that had like sort of, it's kind of like a bubble boy suit, right? And we would throw you down the
Holy
spillway for like a special live edition of the Broskiedoodles. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Okay.
I know you mentioned you didn't have a
as long
job, and I mean, we're trying to get, we're trying to support people.
As long as I don't die in the process, I'm down for pretty much anything. So
Damn.
definitely.
We like that. We like the attitude.
Definitely a Zorb. You're talking about like a Zorb, like putting on that like big ass soccer ball, but like inside
Exactly.
that absorbs impact.
Exactly.
That'd be pretty cool.
And one that's like, we'll test it first. We'll put some dummies before throwing you.
And then like, it comes out all mangled, like all wrangled. It's like, yeah, it's pretty safe. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh man. All right. Well, I have another thing I wanted to show you guys, which I found pretty interesting. And it had to do with, I'm sending the video so you guys can play it, just like scroll through it, but I'll be explaining along. What it is there's this lake in India. It's called the Ganges River.
The lake called the Ganges
Well, it's
River.
not a lake, it's a river. Sorry. Yeah, the lake called the Ganges River. Yeah, okay, the river called the Ganges River. So this is like a pretty big lake that goes through like the whole of India.
Ganges.
A large percentage of people live off of this river and like get water from this river. The problem with this river is, in India they have like certain beliefs, and one of the things they do is they bury in a way, or the way that they treat their dead is they burn them in like this lake, in this river, and like the body decomposes in the river. So the whole river is like filled with decomposing bodies and a lot of pollution and different things. So it's very hard to go about fixing it. So one plan that they have is to use flesh-eating turtles to get rid of the decomposing bodies in the river. So what do you guys think of that solution? Is that humane for you, zoologists?
I'm gonna let Cisco go on this one. I'm gathering my thoughts.
I don't know. A lot of things come to mind. Firstly, you're introducing a foreign species into this habitat. That on its own has like a lot of problems. Secondly, it's the second thought that came to my mind was like, don't shit where you eat. Like, use this water for everything. Like don't dump dead people. Like, let's find an alternative way to dispose of our recently deceased, our departed.
That's
and I don't know. And I know resources are a huge problem over here, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the turtles. I mean, if the turtles eat whoever, that doesn't really concern me, but because you're doing it for a reason. That's kind of expected if you introduce the turtles. But
so you're like, you're saying like if the turtles like are cool with the eating it and they're not, like they'll eat it anyways, then you're down. But at the same time, you're worried that it could cause some issue with the biology, given
the
that.
environment. Yeah, the habitat. Like it's, I don't know, because
from what I understand, there's not much there though. Like a lot of it is dead. So maybe, if anything, this could bring like positive.
Well, they do say turtles are the cornerstone of like the ecosystem. Turtles go, shit goes to waste.
They say that?
I've heard that a few times.
Okay. You've heard it here first.
Zoologist Cisco right here.
Right. You know what they say about turtles? They control the world. They're the real lizard people. No, but what do you think, Steven? Do you have any way of feeling about this?
My thoughts is this: you dump a ton of flesh-eating turtles into this fucking disgusting ass lake, or ocean, whatever the fuck this is.
River.
Somebody's getting their dick bit off.
River.
That's one.
I mean,
number two.
Did you see
Number
the turtle?
two.
Did you see the turtle that they're trying to use?
Yeah, this fucking disgusting fucking turtle, and I love turtles.
No, it's a snapping turtle.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
That's what
Like
exactly.
Oh yeah.
A family of
Yeah.
them.
What do you think it's gonna be?
This
I
shit
mean, this is eating flesh.
Will castrate some fools. I promise you that. Take a titty or two in the process. I promise. But aside from that, right? Okay. I mean, dude, can the turtles even survive? This thing is so nasty.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
that's right.
flesh
Like,
eating,
do they even
but
have
then there's-
oxygen enough?
Yeah, dude. Like, I can't even. I mean, are you gonna have these turtles get up on land and walk on 2 feet in about 3 months? This is radioactive shit. I don't even understand. And I'm not. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but this is really bad. Like,
No.
and-
We had a. Sorry to interrupt. We had an episode on water where we talk about pollution and shit, and this is one of those places. But yeah, Steven, like whenever you have a chance, if you watch a documentary, it's on Vice. Every once in a while, Vice does something kind of decent, and they show like the problem, like it's so polluted with so many things, like decomposing bodies and there's, so much shit. But yeah, snapping turtles, fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the video before the podcast, and bro, they dump waste, they dump industrial waste, they dump the bodies, and then they go and they bathe in this water like because it's supposed to be like a holy river. And you talk to them about a water treatment plant, and they're like, oh yeah, we wanna try to implement that, but nobody does anything. The government sets aside X amount of billions of dollars for funding to do this, but they don't do anything because they feel that the water is so holy that it'll just clean itself.
Yeah. Do you
That's a
guys
great
think?
idea.
Do you do you guys think this might be the real origin story for the Ninja Turtles?
Oh my god.
Yeah, definitly. Master Splinter came out of the fucking sewer that the
I mean,
shit was flowing
radioactive, right? You got you got the pollution from.
the pizza part, kind of like is still to be. There's no pizza here. At least I hope not.
I don't want a pizza from there, but
I
I'm
don't
saying
want
like
pizza
it has.
Maybe the pizza is the key to changing them from turtle to to ninjas.
Hey dog,
Maybe
I think
pizza's a code word, like in Pizzagate.
God.
we're getting in
I'm
it.
gonna go get some tin foil to make my hat now.
All right, let me get my QAnon book. No, but for real, like the Indian Ninja Turtles, Hello, my name is Donatello. Hello,
Oh man. That's it. Stop the episode.
What?
You're canceled.
And on that note, thank you so much for tuning in to the.
Great. Goodbye, guys.
I mean, we're trying to be realistic here. I mean, do we want the movie to get moving or not? You had what, Donatello?
I mean-
Well, Michelangelo,
Have you seen?
Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello,
and Splinter.
and Splinter.
And Leonardo.
Leonardo, that's the one. I was like, who's the blue one?
It was a blue.
Well, I'm just saying, dude. I think that the Snapping Turtles. I mean, this could become a sci-fi movie real quick. I mean, this could go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Honestly, if they made like 6 different Sharknadoes, they could make 1 or 2 of these. I'm sure of it.
Indian Ninja Turtles.
Mr. Patel.
Indian radioactive turtles.
Master Patel.
You see, you telling me I'm getting canceled. Shit. All I'm saying is Bollywood can really.
They can capitalize on this.
Yeah.
They could cash in on this for
I'm
sure.
saying radioactive snapping turtles fucking causing chaos in Bombay and shit. Fucking snapping dicks left and right.
It has like 8 heads and shit. Just like.
Or do you think they'll start eating them? Like fucking.
Oh, I mean that's another
Like a
big thing.
pepperoni
Like,
pizza?
let's say,
Like they need the turtles to eat the flesh, but then they fucking get the turtles and eat
yeah,
them.
like let's say they do a good job and they eat all the flesh in the river, but there's 100,000 turtles that eat flesh in the river.
And there's no flesh left.
What next? And now there's only humans. There's no flesh.
So you think
Start eating humans.
this could be so? Okay, so this could become like a sci-fi thing, like Planet of the Snapping
I mean,
Turtles.
I mean, people keep on dying, so the flesh is being produced consistently, and the waste and all that stuff. So
Would you say there would be a
theoretically, let's
point where you
say-
would need to bring in extra flesh somehow, if there was a shortage?
then okay, let's say you run out of flesh, and now there's 100,000 turtles that are just like eating each other or something, or they're
Call
like
China.
eating people. Then do you bring a predatory like another species that predates on the?
do you bring like killer pangolins to kill the turtles?
Do you now bring Godzilla? I don't know what's going on. Who do you call now? Like, but I mean, this for sure is creating jobs. So I don't know. It sounds like a win-win for me.
I mean, if you can bring in killer pangolins to kill the snapping turtles, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it.
But then now the pangolins are there. Then what? Then what?
Well, you
bring
eat
them
them,
for the
bro.
pangolins.
That's how fucking COVID started.
So I'm okay with the turtle idea as long as like we don't have like another article like the shark one. Was this turtle attack provoked or not? You know?
For real. For real. No, this is what I'm thinking, because they're gonna be in the water, right, Cisco? So
Of course.
people now, are they gonna stop doing? Because this is another thing. It's a cultural thing, right? That's why it's a bit. Because I agree with what Cisco said. Like, maybe we can find a more sanitary way to rid of. But then again, it's very delicate, because I guess you want to be sensitive to other people's like cultures, but
Beliefs.
also you're like,
Right.
well, but this is like messing up your water supply, like.
Well, let me ask you: is this? And I don't expect anybody here to have the answer, but I guess I want to know: is this water able to be saved? Is it salvageable? You know, is it?
If you
not?
bring the snapping turtle,
You know?
it seems like you can salvage it. Well,
I mean,
apparently
like-
yes, but it is very hard to believe to me too. Like, you see water like that, and you're like, I mean, I don't give a fuck if you bring killer piranhas or whatever. Like, there's
I
no.
don't know. I don't care
Fucking
how
Bill
many-
Gates in here.
Yeah, I don't care how many Brita filters you have. I won't drink that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's crazy to think, but we have the technology to make that water usable. But
even like that, they still drink that water. You see the people in the videos putting the water in their mouth,
Yeah, it's.
even with waste and excrement.
yeah, they
and
say that like
dead
it's
people.
holy. Well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if they drink it like that, then
They
at
probably don't
least
have another
treating it,
choice.
at least treating it somewhat is gonna, I guess, save lives.
I
And
mean,
Yeah.
well, you don't think so,
could it,
DJ?
could it
would
also
you?
be like? Could it also be like that? You know that that old man, that homeless person that never showered for like, I don't know, like 20 some odd years,
Okay.
and they ended up helping him out. They cleaned him up. They showered him. He got an infection and then he died.
He got an infection
Apparently-
after being bathed.
After being bathed, after being cleaned. So like apparently all that dirt and all that stuff that he had on him was kind of almost like a layer of protection, protecting him from other bacteria. Because I guess he already had bacteria on him that was like eating out that other bacteria. But then once he cleaned himself
Okay.
and he got rid of it, it kind of like
But couldn't you
did him in and
couldn't you
died.
just like inject them with like Lysol or bleach or something?
I mean, that's what our
that only works
president
in
said,
America.
and he's right about everything.
Yeah.
You guys-
No, hey, this is an interesting topic, and I don't know if we'll get to the bottom of it. No, by no stretch of the imagination are we, these Bill Gates or a water treatment specialist. But what I do know is that I don't want dookie water in my coffee or in anything else. And if dick snapping turtles are gonna be the one to solve that problem, then you know what I'm saying. You know what? No, I still won't fucking do it, even with dick snapping turtles. in the water, and that of which, I mean, dude, the fact that, and that goes to show, maybe another episode, like I said, another episode could be, how are people today, 2020, still thinking that a river with the decomposed bodies, with fecal matter, with fucking everything that goes into it,
Industrial
is
waste,
still holy? Like, dude, come on, bro.
Bruh.
It's like,
all right.
not
And
again,
they-
not again.
Not again.
They swear by it, and they
Taking
they
out my
drink it all
energy.
day.
I mean, bro, come on.
It's nuts. So I don't know. That's my take on it. I would not. I'd be like, all right, that's on you. I ain't coming to your house because I don't want a fucking picture of sweet tea made from that shit. So
All right. All right. To conclude, Cisco,
From Gooch Juice.
Gooch juice.
Gucci juice. Hey, Cisco. So for the public to know, snapping turtles, go or no go?
Let's go.
You down for it?
I'm down.
All right, we're sharing that on Facebook. BJ.
I'm go for them. I ain't go for me.
Okay, so but you want to have them? I want to have them in the lake.
Yeah, I need a few. I need a written contract, and I need to put a few stipulations in there. But yes.
All right, so you need to look into it a bit more. BJ.
I would not go into that river with the Zorb or with any, even with like a biohazard suit. No, I'm
Okay,
not going in
so
that
will
river.
you say that you discriminate against that religion?
Against turtles.
Turtles.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, ninja. All right.
No. Would I discriminate against that religion? No, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I would try to find a different option besides introducing a new predatory species. Because we've done it before with different
All right, but
toads, we've done it before with
all right, but
different
the
animals, and it
corpses,
doesn't work
the
out.
corpses need to be like taken care of, and the only animal out there that could do it is the evil snapping turtle.
How about this? Have like a crew of people that are waiting at the end of the river after these people do their procession and they throw the body inside the river.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then the river, they know that it flows a certain amount, a certain distance away, so that they don't see it. Because regardless, once you throw it in the river, you let it go. You're not gonna go visit your dead grandpa that just died. I don't know, like a couple months ago, to see if his body's still in the river.
Whoa.
No, because it supposedly it flowed down. It flowed down.
Yeah, but
downstream.
yeah, I don't think you know how water flow works.
I apparently not.
I'm just kidding. I don't know either. What? I'm
Educate
guessing
me,
that
please.
once the body bursts into a million pieces, it's a bit harder to fucking get it. But in any case, I think the snapping turtles are great
But
shows.
then
We want
if it's wait. So if it's burned to a million pieces, then why is the issue of decomposing flesh?
I don't know, bro. You're making it harder to end the
They're
episode.
not burning. They're not burning it in its entirety, because if you burn it in its entirety, all you have is bones. The bones are not gonna.
It's true. I guess if it's
like that, I
solid
guess.
matter, we can pick it up humanly, right? It's just the snapping turtles. It's,
Humanely.
it's just cooler, like with the snapping turtles. It just like looks more gangster.
That's what it is, bro. It's a fucking political move. Somebody wants to make this shit gangster. And but
He just really wants the Indian Ninja Turtle.
It's
that's
like-
what he wants.
Like,
His
sorry,
mind's on
governor.
Bollywood.
It's like, sorry, governor. We have a perfect way to do this with the drills, and we're gonna get all the. No. We want the snapping turtles. It's gonna look gangster.
That's pretty good.
Oh God.
But no, I do agree. Like pick up your dead. Like have a pick. You know what I mean? Tax them
Sax.
to pick up the dead bodies, and import a couple Donatellos and
A couple of dollars.
Master Patels.
Master Patels. All right, homie lovies. Nice stuff. We might get a snapping turtle as a Broskiedoodles pet mascot.
Logo.
So who knows? Or maybe a pangolin infected
Go,
with the
Ninja, go,
COVID-20,
Ninja, go.
the new version. Any last words, Cisco?
No words.
No words. All right. Any last words, BJ?
Well, as always, this is pretty fun. I really enjoy this. I can't wait to do the next one.
Okay.
We still haven't done the recap episode that I've been wanting to do with
Do
you
you
guys.
have the recap stuff?
You're breaking up. I don't know. Like your mic's breaking up.
What?
It sounded
no
very.
recap? What?
Wait,
What?
psh,
No recap. So what are you talking about? Because
Are
I'm
you
on
ready?
it.
You don't have what you... Oh,
wait,
didn't come correct?
No, you know what? I'm getting a call from the lawyer's office. I gotta go.
All right. So
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, and,
You have
and
a-
honestly, just because we're on episode 50, and one of the things that I would love to see if people can just go on your Spotify, go on your Apple Podcast, and review what you think of the podcast as a whole. Do you like our personality? Do you like us having guests? Do you not want to ever see DJ BJ or Susquino over here ever again? But although I will say this has been one of the best episodes in my opinion. So. But that's on you. Please leave a review if you can, and that's gonna help us continue to make this kind of content for you. So thank you so much.
And if you leave a review against me, I will find you and I will.
well,
give you a
apparently
nice
to Gel,
big
you
bear
are
hug.
flagged as a racist owner.
Oh my God! Not again!
Not again, not
with
again.
this shit.
All right. All right. Peace out, fuckers. Keep it real.